What's happening in Oklahoma? It's the Oklahoma Memo for Tuesday, July the 8th. You can get this newsletter in your inbox each and every morning at 7 o'clock for free. Go to oklahomamemo.com to subscribe, and yes, follow me right here. Two big stories today. The first is that University of Oklahoma Athletic Director Joe Castiglione announced his plans to retire sometime in the upcoming year. In this morning's memo, I detailed many of his biggest accomplishments, but I got one of them grossly wrong. I wrote that he hired Patty Gasso. In fact, he did not. She had been at OU for 4 years before Joe got there. Patty was hired by the softball OG, Marita Hines. Joe has been a Hall of Fame AD, best ever at Oklahoma, but he doesn't get credit for hiring Patty. And that's how we do corrections on Oklahoma Memo. We acknowledge and we correct. All right, second biggest story, and really it is the biggest story, especially if you're a family in Oklahoma with kids in school. It's that State Superintendent Ryan Walters has told Oklahoma school districts that they need to fund all student meals themselves with local funds. Typically that money comes from the federal government. We don't like federal money. Anyway, it seems admirable at first standing up and declaring that lunches for all students should be free. Free! But what has some concerned about the proposal is what Walters' actual motive here is. It appears to be a ploy to force school districts to get rid of administrators, whose salaries would then go toward free food. It's less about Walters' strong desire to feed kids and way more his and MAGA's deep dislike of administrators and bureaucrats. Also, though, it's not really known for sure whether Walters can even tell school districts to do this. I could mandate you to bring me lunch today. It doesn't mean you're obligated to do so. All right, it's time to go around the state in what we call the Oklahoma Rundown. From Guymon to Idabel, Altus to Miami, the news from legitimate newsrooms across the state. From KOSU, Oklahoma indigenous leaders criticize Ann Coulter's social media post advocating for genocide. From Black Wall Street Times, Choctaw freedmen call for federal protection ahead of tribal vote. KOCO reports, Oklahoma County Jail doesn't face funding shortfall until May 26, budget team says. And then from the Oklahoman, it's good to be back in the building. Waurika Methodist congregation celebrates church purchase. And lastly, from Oklahoma Voice, lawmakers call for probe of Oklahoma incubator program amid data collection concerns. All right, before we go, there's a chance for severe weather Tuesday afternoon. Have you watched the local forecast today? Do you have your alerts set up? And do you have a plan in case of hail or flash flooding? The Oklahoma standard is that we take care of each other. So it's not nagging, it's caring. All right, have a great day.